The Haunted Mansion That Trapped Souls. True Ghost Story, FactStormLab. It was a stormy night when I first heard about the abandoned mansion on the hill. The locals whispered that anyone who stayed there never came out the same, or at all. The stories were chilling, but curiosity got the better of me. I decided to visit the mansion alone, carrying only a flashlight. As I approached, the mansion looked even creepier than the stories suggested. Windows shattered, doors creaking in the wind, and shadows dancing across broken walls. The air grew colder with every step closer. When I entered, the smell of damp and decay hit me immediately. The floorboards creaked under my weight. I could hear faint whispers, though I knew I was alone. A sudden chill ran down my spine. I walked through the long corridors, trying to stay calm. Then I noticed shadows moving at the corner of my eyes, fleeting, yet impossible to ignore. One shadow lingered longer than the others. It was tall, pale, and seemed to watch me as I moved. In one room, I saw old furniture covered in dust. The walls were lined with portraits, faces, of people staring back at me with hollow eyes. I felt like their souls were trapped, silently screaming. And then, I heard it, a soft whisper calling my name. My heart raced. I spun around, but the room was empty. The whisper came again, closer this time, almost behind me. I turned and froze. A translucent figure stood there, pointing toward the attic. Something told me was waiting for me. As I climbed the stairs, they shook as if hundreds of invisible hands were trying to hold me back. The air became icy, my breath visible in the darkness. Reaching the attic, I saw old photographs scattered on the floor, faces of people who had disappeared in the mansion over decades. Some of the eyes seemed to follow me. I felt a cold hand on my shoulder. A voice whispered softly, "You shouldn't be here." I stumbled back, my flashlight flickering. Then I heard footsteps behind me, slow and deliberate. I ran, my heart pounding, slipping over the dusty floor. The doors slammed shut behind me, but I barely made it out. Once outside, I gasped for air. The mansion stood silently, but I could feel its gaze on me. Even now, some nights, I hear whispers outside my window calling me back. The mansion wasn't just haunted, it was alive with trapped souls, and I had narrowly escaped. This story is a reminder. Some places are not meant for humans to explore. Curiosity can awaken things that never forgive, and sometimes the dead never rest. Subscribe, my friends, to see more stories like this. The end.